all access communities where people can get their groceries, get to the doctor, and get to their home without necessarily getting in a car. Our members keep telling us they want to grow older in the community that they're currently in, if possible. That has been the driver since 2005 for ARP to move into this realm of livability and smart growth and age-friendly. One of our newest tools that we're really excited about at ARP is an online tool for community members, community activists, municipal officials, whomever is interested, to put in a zip code and find out a livability score for their community. We also link that score to 12 different drivers so that they can click through and find some tools to make some improvements. So we want to get the community ready to drive those conversations and make sure that the communities are prepared, whether it be housing, community services, parks and open spaces, community health services, transportation, mobility, walkability. All of those things are important for a vibrant, healthy community and for people to be able to age in place and live their best life for the rest of their life. New York State has the 4th worst pedestrian fatality rate for people 65 plus. That's our membership. But that affects everybody. That's somebody's grandparent. That's someone's parent. So we want to make sure that our roads are safer. And that was our driving force to get out there and make a difference. And we absolutely did all over Long Island, from Main Street to Smithtown, Jericho Turnpike, now with Sunrise Highway, and other intersections all across the state. The good news is the trends for transit-oriented development, downtown, walkable downtowns, is improving the responses that we're getting from our members. Even if it's anecdotally, they're telling us, look, these projects in Farmingdale and Bayshore and Westbury and Patchogue are making a big difference because they're places that they can live and stay connected to a community. We need to just see more projects like that. That's what's going to keep our seniors here, and that's what's going to keep our youth here for sure. Are looking forward to the future of making all communities across Long Island a great place to live and grow older.
Let's give a hand to Will Stoner, AARP. Will, come on down.
Thanks. Thank you very much. Some say that it takes a village. I would say it takes an island. I'm actually accepting this award on behalf of everyone in this room that has participated with us at one point or another. And it would be really strange for Eric to give himself an award from his own organization, but he's been one of those community collaborators, him and his staff. His staff are outstanding. Thank you to the board also for recognizing ARP's work. But community collaborators, including the DOT, listening to us, being amenable to some of our suggestions, to local elected officials, but very importantly to the volunteers at ARP, the volunteer leadership who are here today with me, and 750 volunteers across Long Island working to make their communities a better place to live. The best collaboration, though, is between Tri-State Transportation Campaign, ARP, and Vision Long Island, and bringing those three together, what I call the third triumvirate, bringing together power, influence, and money to make differences across Long Island. So special thanks to all of you, really, who maybe it was Jericho Turnpike, maybe it was Sunrise Highway, maybe it was Main Street in Smithtown, maybe it was an ordinance in Brookhaven, or maybe it was working on the state law for complete streets, or working to get inclusive design laws for housing. Whatever it was, I accept this award today on behalf of all of you as a representative of ARP, and I just want to say 50 is young. So, excuse me, 60's young, 70's young. You're not really considered old until you break 100. And we have 65,000 members over the age of 100. But we are no longer the American Association of Retired Persons. We are AARP because more than half of our members are still working because they want to or they have to. We hope that it's because they want to. But thanks again. It's really an honor. It's a great privilege to be up here. One of the things, though, when you're an activist, you never really stop working, right? Even when you have the podium for a moment. You saw in the video, we have a new tool called the Livability Index. They've given me 20 minutes today to walk through this website, which is really awesome. So I'm going to make a deal with you, though. I'll save you 19 minutes if you go into your program, which there's 300 reasons to go through this program today, and pull out the insert that is highlighting the Livability Index. This is a powerful tool that has not been done anywhere, I think, in the world. We've brought together all these different indexes so that you can get a score on your community. Hats off to Mayor Sellender. Great Neck Plaza, I think it's the highest number I've seen so far with a 70. I live in a community that actually has one of the lowest in Mount Sinai. I won't say what the number is. I have some work to do still as an activist to do that, to make my community better. But even though I've moved on to national, it wasn't a promotion. It was just a change in jobs. I covered 10 states, and I'm trying to bring this enthusiasm, this collaboration to 10 other states at ARP, because this is how you get stuff done. It takes an island. Thanks a lot.
Will, thank you for bringing your constituency, your power. And I have to want to say, in some of these meetings that we have, you know, they hear from Tri-State, they hear from Vision, and it's like, uh-oh, AARP's in the room? That's a lot of voters. That's a lot of people. They all kind of agree with you guys on that? And we're like, yes. Like, uh-oh, okay. And they take it seriously. So you've brought strength and power to walkability, livability, and really opened up education to a whole slew of Long Islanders. So thank you again, Will. Congratulations for regional leadership. Your partner continued through. So, as I said, we're doing something special today. We were going to close out and end early, and it is early still. It's not 2 o'clock yet. But we want to do something that really represents the values of all the people in this room. And I think we want to start. I want to bring Tawan Weber up, my assistant director. Tawan, wherever you are, please come up. Here she is. If we have an image of 7 years ago, we honored a very special person, Diana Coleman, who's a community leader in Roosevelt. She passed this last year, and I think many folks in this room knew of that and knew of her. And I want to give Tawan a couple minutes to just share some reflections, and then we're going to shift into something else. Tawan.
First off, on behalf of Vision Long Island and the staff, we want to thank you all for participating in the awards today. It's really great to see the support and the leadership in the room for the things that are really making the change on Long Island, and the faces here. You guys are with us not just today, but every day. You guys are in contact with us, and you really help us to move forward a new vision for Long Island. And from that leadership, from some of the things that I've learned through many of you in the room, is how to become a leader. And Diana Coleman was one of the people that definitely taught me that. Any of you who've ever met Diana, you know she had a larger-than-life personality. There was no telling her no. She taught us never to take no for an answer. It just meant not now. And so you would come back, and she would tell you never to give up. And if I'd say anything today that we take away from the leadership of Diana Coleman, from the many organizations, too many to name, that she was a part of, it's to understand that to be a leader, it's not just realizing that there's something wrong in your community, it's being a part of the change when no one else wants to do it. And Diana would tell us, I remember one day I spoke to her, and I was going through things as a civic leader in my own community, and I was frustrated about how to get things to move forward, and I wasn't sure how to do it. And Diana said, you've already started. As long as you wake up and you still make the decision to go forward and to still to continue to try, things are gonna happen. And she was right. And thanks to Councilwoman Connie Keppert, the leadership of the town of Brookhaven, we were really able to move a vision forward in my community. And it's from the support of people like Diana that taught us, no matter what, to be a leader. Sometimes people aren't gonna like you, but it's making a decision to do what's best for your community. And in the end, that's what a leader will do. They'll be the person that shows up every day when anyone else won't, and she definitely did that. So today it is a great honor to stand here, to even be able to speak on her behalf, and to be a part of the group that's going to be here today to be honored and represented as Leadership Awards. Very similar people to Diana and her community. You are all leaders in your own community. You're willing to do the work when no one else would. So we want to thank you all today and honor you.
All right, thank you, Tawan. So, I had this discussion with one of our very important sponsors who helped a whole lot of Sandy volunteers. Had this discussion with Jill Simonson and Luciano from Southwest Airlines. Like, we want to do community leadership awards. We want to have awards that represent the values of our organization and the work that's done. So I'd like to call Jill up to say a couple words from Southwest Airlines. This is the Diana Coleman Community Leadership Awards sponsored by Southwest Airlines. So, Jill.
Thank you, Eric. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking around. This is such an important piece of the program. This is our second years supporting this luncheon, and we love being here, and we love being a part of the Vision Long Island family. Working for an airline is the ultimate team sport, and two of my teammates are here today, Ed Concilio and Linda Castellano. Please stand on behalf of Southwest Airlines. You're very much a part of this award that we're about to give out as well. Many people ask me, how did Southwest understand and learn about Vision? And it was a very simple introduction from the Long Island Community Foundation that introduced us to Vision. Thank you, Marie Smith and David Orkhorn, for being here and for doing that introduction for us. As part of our commitment to communities across the country, especially Islip, where we've been serving travelers since 1999, we at Southwest are doing our part to make sure the cities that we live in are worthy places to live, to work, and to enjoy. And we're certainly not the only ones with this goal in mind. Today, we've selected a very special group of local leaders, and we want to recognize and award each of these individuals with a $100 love voucher from Southwest Airlines for use on your next flight and maybe to any one of the new international destinations that we now have. Eric is going to help us announce the winners.
Sure. Well, we're going to do it together, right?
We are.
You got Suffolk.
Okay, I got
I got
something.
an answer.
Okay.
All right. That's cool.
And maybe tomorrow.
No, okay. All right, so this is like kind of the surprise event a little bit. Some of you guys know this a little bit, but you know, okay. So I'll start. Baldwin Civic Association, Karen Montalbano. Come on down. Karen. You got Suffolk. Go.
Judy Skillen from Babylon.
All right. From Freeport, Lois Howes, the Freeport Chamber of Commerce. Come on down.
Mike Malazzo and Marcos Maldonado from Brentwood.
From Glen Cove, Francine Kohler, please join us.
Debbie Kavanaugh and Amparo Sandler from Central Islip.
From Great Neck, Dennis Grossman, the Great Neck Chamber of Commerce. Dennis.
Rabia Aziz and Shirley Singletary from Gordon Heights.
In Hempstead, George Cimarron, Hempstead Hispanic Civic Association, and Darren Green, 100 Black Men.
Keith Barrett and Al White from Huntington Station.
In Hicksville, we have Lionel Chitty from the Hicksville Chamber and James Pavone from Hicksville Chamber.
Ken Christensen from Huntington.
From Merrick, and also Regional 2, Julie Marchisella, Merrick Chamber of Commerce, and David Stonehill, Old Limerick Civic Association.
Linda Henninger from Kings Park.
From Plainview, we have Carol Meshkow, Concerned Citizens of Plainview, and Francesca Carlo, the Plainview Chamber of Commerce. Come on down.